Hey, what's up? Oh my god. I'm suffering. Holy shit. I may be having issues at the moment, but hey guys. With my back. Okay, so I tried out the Spiralibus. The reset one, and I got to floor 11 like last time. I am thinking of attempting floor 12 this time, and I think I might this time around get 36 stars for the first time in my life. And because of the first half and second half, that's obviously catering to the new, you know how each new time when a new character comes out, they cater to the specific play style or their element. For me, I already have Lohan. I have Nicole and Duran and Varka. But as you can see, it's still a working in progress. I think I might leave what's her name? Scaffier for some other time. Right now my main focus is these guys. And since I have them and their signature weapon, plus C1 Duran, by the way, I feel like since it just recently reset, I should have enough days before, you know, it resets again. Yeah, 28 days and 14 hours. It should be plenty of time. So hopefully, I'll have once before the time is up, I'll be able to finish these characters. Here's the thing. When there's so many characters I'm building, like 3 characters, usually a multitude of domain options that I need to farm for these certain characters pops up. So what I've been doing is basically spin the wheel and choose whoever character I get to like farm for and for the day, and then choose which of the stuff that I need to farm for. Because when all the domains were available, what was happening, there was both weapon materials and talent materials. So I had to choose which is which. So yeah, that's that. But now that's over, I can decisively like build characters one by one. So for today, we're just gonna farm Duran's talents real quick. Oh yeah, and by the way, apparently they changed the schedule for the program. It's on Thursday instead of Friday. Surprisingly, I don't know what difference it makes. Apparently there's some people saying because Chinese holiday or something? I don't know, I'm not sure. But yo, guess what? Remember when I don't know if I uploaded that other video yet. I don't think I did. But in my previous video that I have yet to release, by the way, I probably will release it with this video as well at the same time. No, I should probably release it after, so it doesn't mess up the order. So remember, if it when that happens, remember in my previous video when I mentioned I was gonna open a post to like convince players to stop spending, like make a Discord group and invite them. When I did that, you want to know what happened? First thing, first thing that happened, I immediately got people biting me on the ass when I released my first 2 posts on Hoyo Lab, wanting to recruit people, because it was the only fastest way I know to get people to join me, but it was targeted specifically to those who are spending money on the game. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who's been spending money and we're not dissatisfied to where all the efforts of the Genshin dev team has been going to. So with this in mind, that's the target audience. I wanted to like let them know, hey, how about we all like stop spending together and convince others to stop spending temporarily until like the Genshin gets their shit together. Or like at least convince them to like show like the devs like this isn't a one-time or temporary issue. This issue will continue to occur and tank their sales if they do not cooperate. So yeah. So with this in mind, I immediately got people biting me in the ass. Some of which I'll read to you the comments that are like really self-centered, if I'm being honest. I was talking about the collective of players. Yet some people in the comments were saying like, I'm not having a problem with it. And I'm like, just because you don't have a problem with it doesn't mean nobody else has. This isn't about you, this is about the rest of the majority of the group of the community. Let me read this to you. You'll see how dumb it is in a second. So basically, people were telling me, like, it's a gacha game, it's always like this. And some of the comments are also saying that I'm mad because they're not giving us free gifts and a lot of like shit. How did you jump to that conclusion from this? I guess because in the post I wasn't specific. I was just like in the post I was addressing like how lately they've been, not lately, for an extended time they've been neglecting us the players and not giving us what we deserve. Because we're the reason they're even a famous game and making all this money to begin with. And let me tell you what one of the comments were that started a long-winded argument that I was trying to shut down because I was not interested in starting an argument. Let me read this to you. Oh dear, the entitled one thinks we have to stop spending because things are, check notes, generally the same as they always been except for added quality of life features. This person kind of grinded my gears with these words, pardon me. Calling me entitled when I was addressing for the sake of the players. Because I know I'm not the only one. If I was the only one, I would have kept this to myself. But I know I'm not the only one. A large amount of the community are starting to voice their dissatisfaction. And it's growing even more and more because of the recent events. And how, by the way, by extension, we shouldn't have normalized how we're getting low rewards, saying like, well, it's better than nothing. No. You should demand more. It's within your right. You're giving them all this money, and they should be giving you plenty in return. Right? It shouldn't be something you should get used to. And they kept going on and on about how like Discord is an echo chamber for negativity. I mean, they are right, but the whole reason I'm forming a Discord is that so we could all come together and stop spending and like discuss what should change, what shouldn't be normalized. I know that argument sounds weak, but I just don't know how else am I meant to convince others that it is within their benefit not to spend, because this game only responds by when their funds get caught in the crossfire. And honestly, the rest of the comments are kind of messy. And as much as I would love to give you all the receipts... Oh my god, no, what happened to the ping? What the fuck? It was just fine just minutes ago. What the fuck? Hold on, let me fix my Wi-Fi. What? Oh my god. Was it because my phone was near? I've noticed every time my phone is like near, the connection becomes shitty. I have to literally put my phone as far away as possible so it doesn't interfere with connection. But that means I have to push myself at the edge of the desk and I have to literally play sideways. So getting off topic. I'm really bad at like talking things in a presented and orderly manner, so pardon me. Bottom line is, of all this, I just want to convince people that we'll get more benefits if we force them to do better. And unfortunately, that only happens when their profit takes a hit. Because we're boycotting, we're complaining, we're giving feedback, we're doing everything and above, but nothing's working. Why? Because if it's not affecting their sales, why should they stop what they're doing? And that's the problem. And I'm afraid that's the only way. If there was a way, I would love to do it. But I would like for the community to come with me together to stop giving this company the money that it doesn't deserve and make it realize that you cannot like throw slop and use all this money for stuff that's not worth it at the expense of players that have been giving you their money, their support, encouraging others to play your game, spreading news and awareness about this game and what it does and how amazing it is. Like, new players are getting turned away because of seeing how bad the situation is getting, how neglected the game is becoming. And veteran players are quitting. Whales are starting to get bored because in case the Genshin team hasn't realized, they're not the only gacha game out there now anymore. I mean, this goes to all three games. They're not the only game out that's like in this platform. Now there's more games that are bringing more to the table, and even if they're not as high quality, quote unquote, as Genshin is, it's still better than Genshin. People are now, they're literally, even if they're turned off by the fan service, they're willing to choose this game over Genshin just to avoid giving their money to the very company that's been taking advantage of their kindness, their hopes, their expectations, and giving them slop in return and normalizing it. And people are like giving up and normalizing it too. Like saying, oh well, it's better than nothing. No, maybe they'll do better. Maybe they'll... No. This cannot keep going. The game is nearing its end. And this madness has to stop now. And I don't care what anyone tells me, like, oh, the entitled one is complaining because the game isn't giving them free rewards, or it's not catering to what they want, or blah blah blah, whatever excuse they can come up with. I don't care, they can say what they want to me. But I will continue, and I will continue doing what I've always done. And it's to ensure that the players, that all of us get what we rightfully deserved from the beginning. And honestly, it's painful to watch that the game has reached this point. They're not putting effort into the story as much as they used to. They're opting for safer options, safer endings. They're not truly exploring the consequences, the dark themes. They're not truly making a villain, and when they do, it's just because they're not going to make them playable. And that's shitty. So what if this character is a fucked up villain? It's more interesting this way. But they're too much of a coward to explore. Or better yet, they're afraid to upset a certain audience that's been giving them all of the money in their pockets and banks. But honestly, I have nothing else to say after this. I know it's gonna be difficult to convince others. And you know, it's okay if they don't want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I want for those who are willing, who are down for the idea. I'm not gonna force it down their throats. I'm just gonna say the much more, like, preferable, like, option is to not spend on this game. Because there will be occasions that even if you spend, you might not get what you want. And honestly, I'm debating on taking the route of getting a... I saw someone, or a couple of people now, asking to get a refund and, like, getting all their money back. I'm thinking of doing it. I might call my bank and try. But yeah. Sorry, I had to mute because I don't know if it's visible to you guys or it shows in the videos that my brother cries sometimes, my baby brother. Well, he's not really my brother, but I consider him. I care for him as if he is my baby brother. I don't know what's happening in the living room, but I can hear him crying. I don't know if it peaks in the mic or not. And no, nothing's happening to him. He just sometimes he cries if we sometimes take stuff from him. Like, you know, shoes. Because he sometimes steals our shoes. Or sometimes he picks up cat food. Yeah. Picks up generally unsafe stuff and tries to eat them, basically. Swear to God, and he still does this. I mean, he's still growing, I guess. A long way to go. I mean, I'm not better myself. I, as a kid, used to be one of those gross kids who eat stuff from the floor. I mean, we all hit that moment in our lives when we were young at some point. But anyway. So yeah, I'm just going around circles. I don't know what to do after this. This is a rather short session, to be honest. I think my second ZZZ video is going to be basically the new update, Rose Califer, I think it's called. Yo, you should see what's going on in the community. It's fucking funny. It's like basically everyone's like in what's the word? In an upheaval? over the new character designs. And I mean, I kind of agree with them. They're atrocious. That's not even mentioning, what's her name? The short, the, what's her name? Hold on, let me look her up. Let me see, I remember. I can't find it. Hold on, it's gonna take a while. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The drip marketing should be here. Come on, man. Show it to me. I know it's here. It has to be here. Where did it go? There was drip marketing seconds ago. Where did it go? Did it vanish into the ether? Yes, there she is. Norma. Yeah. Out of all the designs, Ramiel and that wind lady, the one with the fan, have atrocious designs. I mean, Sunbringer's no better. She's the worst. But the biggest offender of it all, the biggest offender? Norma. What were they thinking? To be realistic. Like, I'm sorry, who let the person behind this actually, who approved this? Who approved for this character to be drip marketed? Who approved this design? Who is the crackhead that allowed this? I swear to God, if it weren't for my pain in my back, I wouldn't be suffering right now. I literally had to put a pain patch in the back. But it's like, I don't know, I'm not feeling any better. But yeah. In any case, I think I might do it. For this account anyway, because that's where I spent most of my money anyway. I might get my refund. Like, get it all back. I'm fine being in the negative, to be honest. Because it would be a nice reason for me to never pull again. I could finally get a break. I would not be incentivized to pull for any character on both accounts, because I'm gonna get a refund on both. And then I can finally be at peace. Because I won't be able to pull, it'll be in the negative. I'll get all my money back and I won't be broke anymore. Well, I mean, here's to hope it even works. I mean, let me talk to my bank. Let me see if it's possible for them to actually do it. Because I don't know what bank, like, I don't know if the... I don't know, I've never done this before. But I'll try. Fingers crossed this works. I'll see you guys. This is what happens when you have Arabi or Inglesi. I mean, to be fair, I told you guys English was not my first language. Anyway, I'll see you guys when my accounts are at their peak and ready to be tested. See ya.